Hello! Anyone who enjoys old Hollywood will be familiar with Anne Baxter. Her brilliance and charisma made her stand out on screen, and she was one of the most attractive actresses of her day. Known for her roles in movies like All About, Eve, and The 10 Commandments, Anne was not just a beautiful woman, but also a major force in the entertainment industry. Despite being renowned for her exceptional acting skills, Anne Baxter has another side that is often overlooked. We'll look at some daring and unorthodox pictures of Anne today that don't allow for much interpretation. Make sure to watch it through to the end, because these pictures will give you a completely different perspective on this Hollywood legend. Let's start by reviewing some of the most crucial information about Anne Baxter. Born in 1923, Anne was raised in an affluent household. It is clear that her family was creative because her grandfather was renowned architect Frank Lloyd Wright. But from a young age, Anne was determined to make a name for herself in Hollywood. By the time she was in her teens and playing on Broadway, she had caught the attention of Hollywood executives. When Anne Baxter made her film debut at the early age of 17, she quickly rose to become one of the most sought-after actors in the business. Her innate intelligence, grace, and beauty made her stand out from the crowd. Her charisma, subtlety, and brilliance made every performance unique. She was more than just a lovely face. She didn't mind playing the naive girl next door, the seductive femme fatale, or the formidable leading lady. One of her most well-known performances was playing the determined Eve Harrington in the 1950 film All About Eve. The film earned Anne a nomination for an Academy Award, and her performance is still considered one of the best in Hollywood history. When she played Nefertiti in The 10 Commandments, her beauty and strong voice enthralled audiences all around the world. But let's speak about what has people in awe. Her bold and fearless photographs that fundamentally altered Anne Baxter's perspective. Hollywood actresses were required to maintain a certain image throughout their heyday. They have to maintain their composure, grace, and elegance at all times. Anne, however, was not afraid to test boundaries. Both on and off screen, she was adept at capturing the interest of an audience. Fans were also shocked by a few of her images. One such image that has recently gone viral is Anne in a stunning, barely there gown. The clothing was sheer and form-fitting, leaving little opportunity for creativity. Anne was not only a great actress, but also a style icon who didn't hold back while showing off her femininity and beauty, as evidenced by her self-assurance in the picture. This style would have been noticeable even in the conservative 1950s, let alone now. In another set of photos, Anne is pictured posing on the beach, wearing eye-catching swimwear that highlights her body. Recall that at this period, showing too much skin was considered scandalous. Nevertheless, Anne disregarded the rules. She believed that having the freedom to express oneself was crucial. Thus, she didn't mind breaking the rules. A powerful, confident woman who recognized her worth is depicted in these pictures. Why did Anne Baxter take these daring photographs? Some claimed that it was a way to go against the strict Hollywood norms of the day. Some believe Anne was simply being bold, flamboyant, and fearless. This shows how Anne accepts her beauty and strength without regret. Now let's talk about the reactions to these images. Supporters were divided. Some praised Anne's confidence and boldness, while others were shocked that a famous actress would pose in such revealing clothing. Anne's complete indifference to the opinions of others is the issue. She wasn't trying to fit in with any stereotypes of what a woman should be. Her life was being lived as she saw fit. Discussions concerning concepts of beauty, confidence, and self-expression are still sparked by these pictures. Anne's stunning photos serve as a reminder that it's okay to embrace your uniqueness and go against social standards, no matter what they may be. She was not only ahead of her time, but also timeless. It's also important to remember that Anne's boldness went beyond her pictures. She was a trailblazer in many ways. Anne was a strong, independent woman who understood her place in a field that was controlled by men. Her unorthodox stances proved that women may be both intelligent and beautiful, strong and attractive. But keep in mind that Anne's influence goes beyond her looks and persona. She was an amazing performer and a formidable force in Hollywood. Aspiring actors are still studying her parts in movies like The Razor's Edge and All About Eve. She made appearances on stage, in TV shows, and in movies over her career. Her performance in The Razor's Edge earned her an Academy Award. What can we learn from Anne Baxter's story? It is a reminder that beauty is more than just appearances. Some may have been surprised by Anne's photographs, but her impact extends far beyond appearances. She was a lady who dismantled boundaries, followed her own convictions, and went against the grain. She was confident, fearless, and wholly herself. That can teach us all something. I want to get your thoughts on Anne Baxter's daring images before we wrap up. Do you think her boldness is out of character for her time? Or do you admire her bravery and confidence for defying expectations? Kindly leave your thoughts in the space provided for comments below. I am grateful that you persevered to the very finish. Although there is minimal room for interpretation in some of her photographs, Anne Baxter's narrative is about much more than how she looks. She acts as a reminder that confidence, skill, and self-expression are timeless. I'll see you in the next video. Furthermore, remember that beauty is more than appearances. Everything will depend on your distinct style and the legacy you leave behind. Be bold and confident rather than afraid to defy expectations.